Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gayle and this is Real Life and Keto. So I'm going to talk today about my upcoming, or our upcoming egg/fat fast that is starting tomorrow, March 6th, and it's going for 3 days. So I wanted to just give you all a little reminder if you were planning on doing it. I've had quite a few people say they're going to do it. Bryndis, running on keto, is planning on doing it. A fellow YouTuber and also another fellow YouTuber, Tony from BodyinBeta, is also planning on doing it. And a lot of other people who are members of the Real Life Keto group and on Facebook and followers on here are planning on doing this with us, and it'll be a lot of fun. And I wanted to kind of go over the basics. I will link below the 2 links for an egg fast and a fat fast, and I also want to let you know what I'm doing and also let you know what I normally do, how I normally keto. First of all, today is Sunday the 5th of March, so it's been a relatively quiet day, which is nice. It's, what time is it? 20 after 3? Yeah, it's been a good day. Last week was kind of a tough week. It was very hormone riddled. I had struggled at the beginning of the week and the end of last week with a lot of binge issues, and I actually gained back quite a bit of weight. I gained back, at my highest gain back, I hit just over 10 pounds, and that was from binging. And my binging doesn't last all day. It's usually a matter of hours. I just eat crap when I'm overstressed. And if you've been following me, you will have known that I had kind of a rough patch. And I've got myself back on track the last few days. It's been really well. I had went, my low, my wonderful low, and the binge seemed to start like as soon as I hit my low. And I think it was part psychological, part stress, part everything. I'd hit a new low of 179.4 and then proceeded to like lose my mind. I don't know. And then I got all the way back up to 189.8 maybe. I don't know. It wasn't good. It was over 10 pounds. This morning I was 183. So I have been back on track. I have been, you know, very strict with what I've been eating. Well, I can't say that I've been very strict, but I've been very aware of what I've been eating, and there have not been any more binge antics. I've kept my carbs within my parameters and my calories within my normal parameters, and I've drank just a ton of water. And quite often I've added apple cider vinegar to my water, so that's where I'm at with that. So anyway, I will do a quick video tomorrow morning to try to let you know the start of everything, and then do a follow-up video at the end of the day to let you know how the day went. And then with Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll probably just do end of the day videos to let you know how that's went. And then Thursday, I will let you know the final weight of the results. So what I and others are doing, and everybody can do whatever they decide to do. What I am doing is I am going to weigh myself tomorrow morning and then put the scales away, or stay off of the scales until Thursday morning, until the 3 days is complete. I plan on keeping my calories between 1,000 and 1,200. I really don't want to go below 1,000. I just don't think that that's healthy for me, and unless you're a little teeny tiny person, I don't think it's really healthy for too many people. But keep my calories between 1,000 and 1,200. Keep my carbs as close to 0 as possible. I have changed up my supplements a little bit, so I think my supplements equal like a half a carb now. And, you know, and of course, you know, you can count the carbs in heavy whipping cream. I think the last time I looked, a cup of heavy whipping cream was like 3 carbs. So I'm only using a couple of tablespoons at a time, and honestly, I have never worried about the carbs in my heavy whipping cream, never, unless I was making a recipe that called for, and then by the time it divvied up between however many servings, it was negligible. So anyway, so I want to keep my fat ratio at 80+%. I want to keep my protein at 20 minus. so that if there are any carbs, they're going to come out of the protein area, and try to keep my fat up and my protein at 20% or less, and my fat 80% or more. I will be eating a lot of eggs. I will be eating mayo. I will be eating bacon. I will be eating pepperoni. I will be eating mozzarella cheese, like I do pizza toppings. And I usually do my keto coffee in the morning, which it'll be a lot of fat because I have started putting red palm oil back in my keto coffee. So it's a serving or a tablespoon of red palm oil, which is 14 grams, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, which is 30 grams, and my butter, which is 14 grams, I think. Anyway, it's a tablespoon. So, and that goes into my coffee, and I do sweeten it with erythritol and stevia because I like my coffee sweet. That will be my breakfast. So there's really not anything exciting or interesting about seeing my keto coffee. It's the same every morning. It'll have a red tinge to it with red palm oil, but it has a lot of antioxidants and vitamin A, vitamin C. It's just, so I figured during this time it'll be really good help with my skin. And then lunch will probably be boiled eggs with mayo and some mustard, and dinner will be, like I said, either bacon and eggs or pepperoni and cheese, and pretty much just high fat, not too stressful. I'm not gonna overthink it for 3 days. I'm gonna keep it really simple. So I also want to keep my fasting so that my last meal of the day, there's 12 hours before my coffee in the morning. So that is another thing that I'm shooting for, is that I have at least a 12-hour fast between the evening and the morning. I just think it's good for my digestion. It gives my body a break. It lets it do what it needs to do. I think it's good to do as a daily thing. I think as a society, we tend to think we need to eat right up until we go to bed at night and eat as soon as we get up in the morning, and I don't think we really do. I think we need to give our bodies a little bit of a break. So that is also what I'm doing, and I am shooting for 16 cups of water, which is a gallon. That's 4 quarts, and I drink out of a quart jar. If you follow me, you've seen my quart jar repeatedly. Quite often I will add apple cider vinegar. I'll add some no salt for potassium, and I'll add some regular salt. I ran out of sea salt, so now I'm just using regular salt. And I know Dr. Stephen Finney, you know, he is pretty much shooting for salt. Like, he'll tell you use bouillon cubes, which will also be something that if I feel peckish at work, I will drink a couple of chicken bouillon cubes to hold me over if I start feeling hungry. So that's basically my plan for the next 3 days. Today, I will say, my husband made me bacon and eggs for lunch. I had my coffee this morning, and then he made lunch, and it was scrambled eggs and bacon, and it was delicious. And then I just made myself a keto chocolate mug cake, which was delicious, and it may end up being like kind of a dinner for me. I don't really know. Like right now, because it's almost 3:30, I have no idea what I'm going to eat for dinner, how much I'm going to eat. I may have a couple of scrambled eggs. So, you know, I'm kind of going into this, like, the keto mug cake has a tablespoon of almond flour and a teaspoon of coconut flour. And those are pretty much, oh, and I did put a smear of, and I count net carbs, and I minus sugar alcohols on a regular basis. Now, I don't plan on having anything during the 3-day fast that has, other than my erythritol in my coffee in the morning, I don't plan on having any other kinds of sugar alcohols. But today on my mug cake, I had the Schmucker's hot fudge, sugar-free hot fudge, and it had 6 net carbs minus the sugar alcohols. So that was a chunk of carbs. But so far my carbs for the day, I'm at like 16, and then if I minus out the fiber, I don't know. Anyway. If you're on MyFitnessPal, you're welcome to look. It's fine. But that was my snack, and it was like a 300+ calorie snack, because I also had 33 grams of heavy whipping cream poured over top of the mug cake with the hot fudge. It was just the most decadent dessert, but it was very low carb. I mean, as far as the whole big picture goes, it wasn't bad. As far as that was where most of my carbs for the day came from, because I didn't have any really this morning. I didn't have any with my bacon and eggs. So, yeah. So this is long enough, and I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. And to all of those of you who are joining on this, please feel free, if you are not on the Facebook group and you're not on Facebook and you just want to leave comments below about how it's going for everyone else to read, that'll be awesome. And if you're doing it, if you're having any questions or whatever, I will also leave a link to Bryndis's YouTube channel and Tony's, so that you can get some other, they do keto a little differently than I do. So I'm sure that they would be happy to try to help you if they can, or if, you know, or if you do it like them and you want to talk to them about it, it would be great. And anyway, I hope we all have fun with this experiment. It'll be good. I think it'll be really good for us. It's 3 days. This is not a way of life. It's just to see if we can kind of shake things up a little bit after my rough patch last week. I'm really looking forward to being super focused. So give me a thumbs up if you like this, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I do new videos, click the little bell. Apparently now that's how you need to be notified, or if you want to be notified. And I will leave as much information down below as I can. Thanks for watching, and keto on. Hi again. I forgot one more thing. I was going to tell you guys how I normally keto. Just briefly, I will insert a picture of my MyFitnessPal goals on here that I did a little snapshot of. And what I normally do is I try to keep my calories around 1,600. I do a combination of total carbs and net carbs. So I keep my total carbs at 10%. Sorry for the jiggle. I try to keep my carbs at a total of 10% of total carbs, and my net carbs at still around or less than 20 grams. It doesn't always work, but that is what I shoot for. 15% protein, and do the math, 15 and 10, that's 25, so those are me 75% fat normally. So that is how I normally, and I do try to drink at least 12 cups of water a day. That is my normal keto plan. So like I said, 1,600 calories, 10% total carbs with the 20% net, 20 grams of net carbs, 15% protein, and 75% fat. That's my normal keto. At least that's what I shoot for. I'm not like super strict. I don't freak out if it isn't exactly close. This week being Shark Week, I've eaten more protein, which is very normal for me. So, you know, it kind of just averages out. So just a quick little blip, because I did want to let you know the difference between what I will be doing for the next 3 days and what I normally do. Thanks for watching, and again, keto on.